Hey everybody, Hakaius here, and today I wanted to try something a little bit new for me. So, if you watch my streams at all, you'll know I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts nerd, and we had E3 this week, and there was tons of Kingdom Hearts news and new trailers, and I thought it might be kind of cool to go back and look at them and see what kind of new stuff we could learn, and maybe come up with some new story theories. So, we'll start with the gameplay stuff, and then after that we'll get into some story stuff that may be a little bit spoilery. So, if that sounds good to you, let's go! The combat looks very similar to the mainline Kingdom Hearts games, plus the Keyblade forms we heard about early on, but it seems like there might be significantly more summons than usual. We already know there will be a large variety of Disney ride summons, and we've seen Ariel, Wreck-It Ralph, and now Simba on top of that. We're also seeing more and more examples of the Birth by Sleep editions we saw in 2.8, shot logs, and the command style gauges. The combination of elements worked fairly well in 2.8, but definitely needed more variety. By all appearances, we should have plenty of that in Kingdom Hearts 3. By far the biggest thing I got from these trailers gameplay-wise is the sense that this game is going to be massive compared to other Kingdom Hearts games. After last month's Classic Kingdom trailer with all the handheld games, we were treated this week to some gameplay footage of a few different kinds of things we haven't seen before. Sledding on Goofy's shield, which might be similar to riding the vine with Tarzan in the original game. Piloting a pirate ship and firing cannons in a way that seems very similar to Assassin's Creed, which, by the way, holy crap, does Pirates look so much better than it did in Kingdom Hearts 2. I was worried about returning to that world because I was so excited for it in Kingdom Hearts 2, but the visuals, voice acting, and gameplay there were just so bad that it was probably my least favorite world in that title. I really think it's going to be awesome this time, though. The graphics are obviously light years ahead of where they were 2 console generations ago, and they actually bothered to make Sora and company blend in. Also, whoever is voicing Jack Sparrow in the trailer sounds significantly better. It might even be Johnny Depp himself. We also saw Remy from Ratatouille helping Sora cook. Nomura confirmed pretty quickly that not only is Remy not a summon, but he's going to be part of a minigame that can provide buffs for Sora and his friends. And this is just the stuff that they've shown so far. Nomura promised there would be a lot more of these minigames, and there's no reason to think there won't be a synthesis system for the Moogles to run, and maybe they'll even dispense with the final mix editions and just give us the rare Heartless in the first, or only, version of this game. The gummy ship missions are back too. There should be plenty of side content to keep us occupied for quite some time. Okay, so now I want to get into some of the story stuff. There may be spoilers here if any of my theories turn out to be correct, so if you really just want to be sure you don't see anything that's coming, go ahead and stop the video now. You can feel free to come back in a few months and watch then and tell me how wrong and stupid I am, okay? Alright, is everybody gone? Everybody doesn't want to be here is gone. Okay, let's go. One thing that definitely caught my attention was this.
And the Unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Unversed? We haven't heard about them since Birth by Sleep. It's been all Heartless and Nobodies and Dream Eaters. Since we also know that the Dream Eaters are making a return, I'm very hopeful that this means we're going to find out what the heck the difference is between all these creatures. We obviously know where Heartless and Nobodies come from, but nobody's bothered to concern themselves with the other two. I think most players have treated them as functionally the same because they have the same role in the gameplay, but there's got to be some reason they all have different names and forms, right? I honestly have no idea what the deal with the Dream Eaters or the Unversed is, but that means there's a good possibility that we've got at least one mystery to be dealt with that no one's even been talking about. This game just grows and grows. We also learned about the return of a fair number of characters from previous titles. If you'll recall the end of Coded, Data Naminé tells Data Sora that the real Sora needs to save a bunch of people. Specifically, Axel, Roxas, the real Naminé, Xion, Aqua, Ventus, and Terra. Saving Aqua, Terra, Ventus, and Axel makes sense. We know the first 3 are still alive, but in danger after the events of Birth by Sleep, and Axel/Lee made his return in Dream Drop Distance. But Naminé, Roxas, and Xion were all nobodies that were born when Sora unlocked his heart during the original Kingdom Hearts. They don't even have real bodies to return to, like Axel, because they were born of some combination of Sora and Kairi's hearts, and Sora and Kairi are still using their own bodies. We learned during the same cutscene in Coded that the memories could become hearts. The implication being that Roxas, Xion, and Naminé are all now their own beings. So my theory was that for Sora to save them, he was going to have to find a way to give them true life, whatever that may mean. It looks like that theory was correct, and the trailer seems to indicate that they're going to use the Datascape Twilight Town to create bodies for them somehow. This is pretty big news for anyone who was fans of those characters or otherwise wished they could make a return. In an earlier trailer, we were shown Riku in the Realm of Darkness leaving a broken Keyblade behind for his other self, and my immediate theory for that one was Repliku, aka the construct Vexen made during the events of Chain of Memories. I got a lot of pushback on that theory from people I shared it with because Repliku was supposed to be dead. However, until Kingdom Hearts 3, there were only 2 characters who have ever died and stayed dead, Ericus and Repliku. It would not be out of the ordinary at all for Repliku to return to life, and the last trailer we got this week seems to confirm his return, as we were shown Riku looking at the Repliku version of himself on the Destiny Islands beach. As to what role Repliku might have in the story, it's possible he might side with Xehanort for a promise to become a real boy somehow, and it's also possible Riku will have to convince him to join the side of Light, because they just don't have as many warriors as they thought they would. We don't know enough, but I doubt he would be making a return if his presence wasn't going to be fairly important. We also saw Larxene and Luxord, and they appear to have joined Saïx and Xigbar on the new Organization 13. Zexine also showed up, but appears to be helping our heroes. We've seen Marluxia in other trailers, and I'd be surprised if, in the end, we don't see all of the original Organization 13 members show up for the big finale in one capacity or another. It just wouldn't be the same without them. And finally, the most shocking reveal was an Aqua with white hair and gold eyes. These are typically symptoms of a Xehanort possession, something the Kingdom Hearts community has apparently chosen to call being Norded, which is just such a Kingdom Hearts thing to do. Anyway, as for Aqua turning to the dark side, I don't think that's her. Let's go back to Kingdom Hearts 0.8. We learned 2 very important things in that game that we didn't know before. We learned that Aqua chooses to embrace her calling as Keyblade Master and to resist the darkness until Mickey can come back and rescue her. And we learned that darkness can create clones of Aqua that can do everything she can do and more. My guess is that while on the rescue mission, Riku and Mickey will run into one of these shadow clones, maybe more. Hopefully they won't mistake them for the real thing for too long, and we get lots and lots of the real Aqua in this game. Okay, so that's all my thoughts and theories. What do you think? Am I onto something maybe? Or am I completely out of my mind? Did I miss anything? Do you have any theories? Please let me know in the comments below or hit me up on my Twitter account. Also, check out some of my other stuff while you're at it. I'm streaming Kingdom Hearts on Thursday and Friday nights while I'm trying to play through the whole series again before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. And also on this YouTube channel, you can find my Dark Cloud Let's Play that I'm working through right now. It's another PS2 action JRPG that is really a lot of fun, and if you like Kingdom Hearts, you might enjoy it as well. Alright, that's all I got for you. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.